Hey everyone, it's Miss Lena of the Night, and I'm doing a Witchy Tag video just about questions, and it's a video that Lady Artemis went ahead and posted, so I'm going to go ahead and answer them as well. Question number 1 is, what background of witchcraft do you practice? Wicca, Santeria, or eclectic? I am eclectic. I like to bring in different aspects of the craft into all parts of me, and I like making my own choices and opinions on things. Number 2, what is your favorite witchy thing to do? Candle making, herbs, divination, etc. Mine are herbs and crafts. I like, and hopefully going to be making incense. I just bought an incense kit, so I'm going to be making those. But for craft wise, I love making books of shadows, and I love putting all that kind of stuff together, so those will be mine. Number 3, what is your favorite type of magic you like to do? Candle magic, fairy magic, or potions. Mine are candle magic and potions. I really get good results with candle magic, and potions are always great to do to help other people out, so I like doing that. Number 4, what are your top 5 herbs? Mine are star anise, frankincense, lavender, and myrrh. Not really in that order, but I just put them down like that. Number 5, what is your favorite type of divination? I like astrology, but I'm also wanting to go ahead and buy a pendulum. I went and excuse me, I went into a store and picked one up that my fiance's daughter looked at. She thought it was a necklace, but I picked it up and I put it back for her, and I really felt connected with it, so I think I'm gonna go back and pick it up for myself. So also that. Number 6, how did you come to practice witchcraft? For me, it was about 3 years ago. I lived with two roommates of mine, and they're the ones who got me involved, and I really loved the whole aspect of it, and just feeling really connected with the core of yourself, so they got me into it, and that's how I started. Number 7, are you in a coven or solitary? I am a solitary witch, practiced by myself. The 2 people that got me involved, I'm not really sure if they do anything anymore, but I kind of just keep to myself now. Number 8, what is your favorite Esbat, Sabbat, or solstice? My favorite Sabbat is Samhain. I love Halloween. I love remembering the people that have passed, and it's just a great time of year all together for me. I really love it. I love fall. Everything about it is awesome. Number 9, what is your favorite witchy movie? Mine are, I have 2, well, kind of 3. Hocus Pocus is always my favorite, and The Craft, and of course Practical Magic. Hocus Pocus, me and my sister and my cousin used to watch it every single year since we were little, so it's kind of a tradition now. Number 10, what is your favorite witchy book? Learning and fantasy. One of my favorites, it's actually, I put it over here. It is called True Confessions of a Witch by Sora Mystica. That's what it looks like. I know it's backwards, but and the story behind that book actually is a woman that lives here locally actually wrote it, and I was just browsing through the books one day and I happened to come across it, and for some reason it really connected with me, so I picked it up and I'm looking through it, and I realized that this woman, everything she was mentioning sounded very familiar, like city and area wise. So I'm looking through it, I finally buy it, and I realize that she lives like in the same city I do right now, so I thought it was really cool. And I've got in contact with her over Facebook and email, and she's really sweet and she's nice, and she's very informative, so that became one of my favorite books because she taught a lot. What's the other one? what is that one called? Oh, it's like one of those idiot guides. I know that sounds really stupid, but it's the Wicca and Witchcraft one. And that was one of the first books I picked up and looked through, and it's got a lot of great information in it. So those are a couple of my favorites. Where am I at? Number 11. What is your favorite witchy show? I think everyone loved Bewitched. It was a really great show. Number 12. What is your favorite color and what does it mean to you? Green has always been my favorite color. When I was younger, I used to tell my mom I loved green because the grass was green. And for me, I don't know, it just always reminded me of, how soft it is and how relaxing it can be when you lay in fresh cut grass. So green has always been my favorite color. 13. What type of animal, creature, person is your spirit guide and or totem animal? For me, I've always had a really weird connection with ravens or crows. For some reason, like every time I hear one or I see one, it's just like I look at it and we kind of just, stare at each other. And it feels weird, but that's always been my connection. And then of course my cat. Sometimes I feel like I could just look at her and she's staring at me and I don't know. It's really weird. Where else am I at? Oh, 14. How many lives do you think you've had? I don't know. I think, I definitely have a true love for, like, movies that were made anywhere from the 20s and up. I feel like, I really loved Bing Crosby and, of course, Marilyn Monroe. And I just feel like maybe I was back then in those times at some point because they really connect to me, and especially for the kind of world that we live in now. It just seems like I don't really think a 27-year-old, really anybody else, would kind of have those fascinations, but I think I might have lived back then, anywhere from the 20s, 50s to now, so I think it's kind of cool. What is your element? I am an air sign. What is your astrology sign? I am a Libra. Who is your goddess or god? My goddess is Selene or Luna, the goddess of the moon. And for me, I've always loved the moon. And so now it's kind of connecting with me, like, maybe that was why I've always loved the moon. And so even when I started teaching myself witchcraft and magic, I always loved the movies Underworld. And so back then when I picked my magical name, I picked Selene because she was my favorite character. And then it just so happens that, these years later I ended up picking Selene as my goddess. So I think everything works really cool together like that. Where else? Number 18. What is your favorite crystal? I've always loved the emerald, and I'm assuming that's because it's green and it's sparkly and pretty, and I guess it always reminded me of the Emerald City from Wizard of Oz. So yeah, I like emeralds. What is your favorite witchy tool? I would say my cauldron and my mortar and pestle. Those are my favorite things to use. It makes you really feel like, you're helping yourself, you're helping other people, and to me, putting those two things together, I don't know, they're just my favorite. And then lastly, number 20, what is your favorite witchy craft that you do? I really love researching and learning pretty much everything I can get my hands on about the craft. And I love watching hauls over YouTube about people's altars and their take on different things and how they make their books of shadows. So pretty much crafting and just learning, really. It's so great to see the different types of things that people do. So those are the 20 questions that were in Lady Artemis's 20 question Witchy Tag video. So I hope you all enjoy that, and I will be talking to everyone soon. I'm going to upload another video here shortly, so I hope you're all having a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.